What else? Is there anything else I can do or show you? What else is there here? I can do, Whoa! I guess this is a good time to mention that I'm not in Australia. I actually moved to Japan right now. However, my body still seems to be acclimated and calibrated to Australian gravity, unfortunately. So it's gonna take me a minute to get used to that. Yeah, you might have known, or you might have, you know, had the feeling if you've been watching my streams lately. But I've been in Japan for a little while now. Finally was able to get all my affairs sorted recently, like last week, so I could start streaming. Yeah, so AnyColor was very, very kind and supportive to help me get a visa so I can stay here for a long time. And I'm really excited because now that I'm here, I'll have plenty of opportunities to use the studio and do more 3D and you know, studio-centric content. Make use of all the resources that are afforded to us by Nijisanji. Because it's been such a pain. I gotta be real, guys. The last few years, I've had to fly back and forth from Australia to Japan, which is a 9+ hour trip every time. And I had to do that multiple times a year, which can be a little draining. And it's been like, you know, if I wanted to stream while I was in Japan, it's always been a real struggle. You know, if I'm not able to secure the environment, I've got to go to, you know, the studio to get a booth, and that's also a problem. And, you know, it's been pretty rough, and that's kind of been draining on my motivation to do stuff. But now that I'm here, I'm really hoping that I'll be able to make the best of the situation and be able to not only do more regular streams at home, but to maybe do off collabs as well, and yeah, make use of the studio and things like that. And it's really convenient living in Japan for a guy like me. It's just, you know, I've always, you know, I've spent a lot of time in Japan since I've been pretty young. And not even in the... Can I flip the chair around? Let me try that as well. Whoop! We're having a great time here on the stream, as you can see. Wait, what was I saying? I've been to Japan a lot of times. I don't know, I can't even count it on my 2 hands and feet at this point. So, you know, I'm pretty comfortable living here already. You know, I got a decent grasp on how to live and get things done around here. Although it's still been a little bit of pain as a, you know, a foreign national coming to a new country. There's all sorts of bureaucracy that you have to go through. Yeah. But it's mostly stuff that I've done before. Maybe a few different stuff that I didn't have to deal with before. I gotta worry about taxes now. That's not something I've had to worry about before in Japan. So that's one thing. But yeah, it's just, it's so nice having, like living in a walkable city and having very accessible public transport and resources like that. Rather than, you know, in Australia, you basically gotta drive and have a car wherever you go, which is fine. But if you have a car, which I do, and I can drive, it's just, you know, I'd much rather not if I can get away with taking public transport. So it's really nice that it's more doable around here. And, you know, everything that you need is like so easily accessible around here. And it's just a beautiful place with beautiful people, you know? I love being here. People are so nice. Honestly, it's just nice that I don't have to drive a car anymore. Although, you know, I'm actually, I'm thinking about getting my license in Japan, just so I have the option if I wanted to for whatever reason. I've never driven in a country outside of Australia, I don't think, so it might take a second to get used to. But if I can manage, you know, it'll be nice to go out of town, go, you know, traveling around the country as well. Yeah, exactly. I think I might be eligible for an international driver's license. We'll see. Yeah, so it's gonna be good, I hope. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I think being here will make it easier, not just easier, but I think more like enriching, I want to say, you know? I feel like I've already gotten like a lot of new experiences since I've, you know, started the move-in process here. Learned a lot, seen a lot of things. So I'm hoping that, you know, living here gives me some new perspectives on, you know, making content and stuff like that as well. And just on life, you know? It's just nice to have more experience, I suppose. The thing is, like, when I lived here before, that was a while ago, I didn't really do much, you know. I kind of was just, even though I was, you know, in a different country, I didn't go out that much. I was mostly just staying at home with family. And I did have some friends that, you know, I would see like every now and then, and I would go out every now and then, but I feel like some of that time I spent was kind of wasted. And now that I am like, what's the word here? Now that I've grown up a little bit and I'm a bit more outgoing and ready to, you know, try new things. And yeah, we have a lot of friends here that are also very outgoing. I hope that I can, yeah, try a lot of new stuff and challenge myself. Just want to tell you guys what's up. I'm sick of sick of playing the guessing game of like, oh, is he in Japan? Is he not? Where is this guy? Is he flying now? I'm sick of you know, trying to hide it. So I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm in Japan now, long term. So I'm gonna be here for a little while. I don't know how long yet, but I guess we'll see how you know, it goes for, you know, however long I'm doing this for. I guess I'm guessing at least a few years at this rate. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting kind of dizzy myself. I think, oh, I just feel a sense of like gravity is slowly being acclimated back to Japanese gravity. I'm oh. Ah, much better. Ah, man, glad I got that off my chest. It's been a real pain in the fucking butt during the move-in process. It's pretty hard to find a place to live in Japan, guys. It's pretty hard, as a VTuber especially. The thing is, it's hard enough, like in Australia or, you know, whatever your country is. It's hard enough if you don't have a traditional job, a traditional, you know, salary 9-to-5 type of job. It's hard enough to you know, apply for a lease or, you know, get a mortgage or something like that, or loan with a bank if you don't have a job. But on top of that, if you're a foreigner in Japan, I think there's like another barrier on top of that. So it took me like a good few like months almost to secure the place I'm living in now. And I'm glad that I'm finally pretty settled in. I do really need a few other things that I'm still missing. Think you'll miss Australia? I already miss Australia a little bit. It's never gonna be like a direct improvement, you know, it's just different. I don't think there's really like, for me anyway, I don't think there's a case where like one country is better than another, you know, it's just different lifestyles. And I guess for my current situation, I decided that this would be a good experience to move here. But there's things that I'm gonna miss about Australia, and I have a lot of family in Australia too. I got family here, but I got family in Australia, so I'm gonna miss them. You know, I can still call them. It's nice these days with high-speed internet and so on. You're always connected to people on the other side of the world, like we are right now. That's right. So I can just call them almost anytime. And hey, if I really need to see him, I can always book a ticket at that point if I really need to, if it's necessary. And hey, yeah, that's another thing. The internet has been very good for me since I got here. My new place is a very nice connection. I don't think I've had any noticeable problems so far anyway, but I guess we'll see.